Hello, you're back again, and I'm especially glad you guys are here for this one, because I'm in the spirit of Christmas and I'm going to be giving away this episode's build. All you have to do is share and subscribe and you will have a chance to be chosen. Winners will be posted on the Woodwork Kurt Instagram. Go follow that if you haven't yet. So let's get into this build. First, this one starts out just like any other build, by baling down our lumber. This is leftovers from the cutting board video. You should definitely go watch that if you haven't yet. Just like the cutting board, you can use most any hardwood, but obviously maple, walnut, and padauk go great together. If you're going to do any kind of a glue up, you definitely want one of these little rollers. I replaced that crappy bottle roller that I had in the previous video with this smooth rolling roller that I got off Amazon. These parallel clamps really are the bee's knees when it comes to clamping in these glue ups. You can see how it evenly puts pressure across the whole board. Amazing. After the glue ups are done, I take it over to the joiner and just keep cutting off slowly a little bit at a time until we get a flat side, then we take it to the planer to get the other side perfectly flat. I did a slight miscalculation when I was doing the initial plan of this project and how wide I wanted it to be, so I had to take a little bit off the sides. But I still think it looks nice and I'm happy about it. Happy little accidents. R.I.P. Bob Ross. After I fix my dingusry, I need to cut this down to the average thickness of a coaster, which is right around 3/8 inches thick. To avoid overworking the table saw, I set it to cut about halfway through, then I just flip it over and run through the other half. Back over to the planer to get rid of those nasty saw marks. I could probably use an orbital sander to get them out, but I have the tools, so why not use them, right? Over at the miter saw, I get my first piece measured out, and then after that I can easily use it to duplicate all the other pieces. See, sometimes woodworking can be easy. Other times it's uphill both ways, as our granddaddy said. Now to put the profile on each coaster. For those of you who have TikTok, you may have seen this part. If you haven't, you should go follow me on TikTok and Instagram. This is probably the most satisfying part of the entire build. Enjoyed this special slow motion clip. Now I'm just going to clean up the rough spots and burn edges and we're ready to go. I guess this is a sign that my router bit is kind of dull. Alexa, add that to my shopping list. Okay, so now all the coasters are done and built. I'm going to switch my attention to the decorative box that these will be stored in. Same thing as before, take my lumber, mill it down to size. Take it over to the planer, clean it up, then put it together. I try to at least have each box have one of these big knots in it. I think it makes it look decorative and distinct. Definitely one of a kind piece. Wouldn't miss it for the world. You know, that kind of thing. I swear gluing little pieces together are way harder than gluing up the big pieces. They just move around so easily and it takes forever to get them perfectly lined up. If you have a tip for this, please let me know in the comments or send me a direct message. While I got this box gluing up, let's start with the bottom piece. Mill it up, cut it up. You know the drill. The belt sander is a great way to ensure that you get a completely flat surface to glue your bottom piece. I use it on all four sides to make them all perfectly flat, smooth everywhere. Before gluing the box and the bottom together, I wanted to add a little decorative edge on this bottom piece, so I used a special router bit to put a profile on it. This is where my speed square comes in absolute handy. I use it to make sure that all four sides are centered. I've tried to just use pencil marks on the wood, but after the glue squeezes out, it's really hard to see where they are. Once you lose sight, you're done. After I get all that glue squeezed out, I go around with a razor blade and use its sharp edge to clean it up a little bit. I don't want to have to sand all that off. That would be incredibly hard and not a great use of my time. I value my time more than that. Now for the fun part. I use a crystal clear enamel to spray on these. It prevents them from water stains and any other dirt or grime that you would encounter. You can get it at most any hardwood store. Enamel really makes the wood pop, but it definitely will also make your lungs pop too. So wear respiratory protection and use a well ventilated area or in a spray booth like I'm doing. I think these coasters came out great. Thank you for watching. As always, please like, subscribe, and most importantly, enjoy my content. Remember to share and subscribe to be entered in to win these beautiful coasters.